Aloha parents and teachers, welcome to the study plan. My name is Kumu Kim, and in this episode we are going to be reviewing Grade 3, Week 4 phonetic spelling from Evan Moor. Let's go. Now before we get started, if you could do us a favor and click the subscribe button down below, it would do us a great favor as we want to bring more content and views to this channel. Main idea, Grade 3, Week 4 phonetic spelling from Evan Moor. I'm going to be working with teachers and parents to support the children and students that they have with spelling phonetically. Let's get into it. Our first thing that we're going to be focusing on is going to be long vowel sounds. And within these long vowel sounds, what we're going to need is to see that there's a couple rules. One, silent E boppers, right, where the E is going to jump over the letter to make the other vowel say its name. The other is two vowels go walking. So the first one does the talking in that set. So you want to think about why we do use that rule instead of when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. It's a little bit obscure for our students as we're helping them understand what is the actual thing we need them to do, which is say the name of the letter. Right, the first one. Okay, so the words that we're going to encounter in there is going to be thrown, coach, and open. All right. Next, we have our digraphs and trigraphs. And what a digraph and trigraph is, two or more sounds or letters that come together to make a singular sound. Right. So we have our first word is going to be rocket. Right, the next one, pocket, again, and thrown, which we already had in our long vowel sound, as well as coach. Okay, so coach, there's the OA in there for the two vowels go walking, but CH is a ch sound. All right, next, consonant blends. Consonant blends are also letters that are not vowels, but when they come together, they don't make a singular sound, they make a blended sound. Right? It kind of drags through and changes the sounds of the letters because they're not said individually, but they blend together to make a singular sound. So, excuse me, LD makes old, right? As in hold and told. The next one is thur, as we've already seen in thrown. It's been a couple different things for this one. So the TH makes a single sound, but the gets blended into it. So thur-own, right? Next one, st. In most and almost, okay? After that, we get into our irregular sounds. And this is when words don't play fair, right? They don't play fair because the sound that they're supposed to say phonetically, because of the rules that are in English and the rules that we use, aren't being utilized, right? We have a couple different languages that come together to make English. We have French, we have Latin, we have German, we have the English language, right? And then we also have some Spanish words. So as all those languages are built into English, it kind of throws things off because we're grabbing rules from all over the place, and sometimes it doesn't always work. All right. The word hold and told, right? We have the ol sound, which kind of is a little bit confusing in the O, right? It doesn't exactly make the ah sound, right? It should make an ah, which is the short O sound. Next one, we have grow. Now, OW, we know because we've used it so many times that OW makes the O sound, but OW, from a rule standpoint, usually says ow, right? Like OU or OW, they're groupings of letters that usually say ow, but in some instances say O. So in our word grow, it's saying the O sound. The next one, so. The reason why so is irregular is because the O in so does not have a friend. And because it doesn't have a friend, it shouldn't say its name. But in this case, it does. Next word, so again, but EW usually makes the sound ew, right? But in this instance, it's saying so. All right. And most and almost. There we go. We got an O saying its name, but it doesn't have a friend, right? So since it doesn't have a friend, it shouldn't say its name, but in this case it does. All right, and our last word, again, also. So we have the ah which is for the letter A, right? Ah and A. A usually says ah, so that doesn't work. And then also O is saying its name again. All right, that's why they're irregular. Changes things up. Kids will get very confused on their spelling. So we really need to help them understand, and we're going to use phonetic rules towards spelling to help them do that. All right, first word, thrown. Okay, so we have our digraph at the beginning. Next one, O, because O is saying its name due to the silent E jumping over the N. And then the sound stops there. O, silent E. Okay, we put an X to let them know that it's silent. All right, so our next word, coach, right? We have K, O, Ch. Now, the two vowels go walking in the middle, which is O, right? The O is going to say its name. And then we have the digraph, Ch, at the end. Next word, open, right? This is a two-syllable word, O-pen, right? So we're going to put a 1 underneath the word O, and the E actually helps the O say its name, right? Even though it's not a silent E bopper, we call these vowel boppers. So we have O, P, E, N. So we want to separate this. So we have the first syllable is O, second syllable, P, E, N. Next word, pocket. Okay, two syllables again, pock-et. So we're going to sound out the first syllable. Syllable 1, P, A, K. Okay, digraph with the CK. Second syllable, et, t. Next word, rocket. Just like pocket, same thing. So we're going to do it again. First syllable, a, k. Second syllable, et. Next word, this is irregular because the O should not be saying its name. So hold, o, ol, d. So how we're helping them with these irregulars is that even though O is saying its name, there is no silent E bopper there, and there is no two vowels go walking. We just have it indicated with the O as a single letter sound, right? One letter sound that it's saying its name. So old. Next word, told. Just like hold, old. Told. Next word, most. O is saying its name again. O-st. Next, after that is almost. Two syllables. So the first syllable, all, right, is that is a tricky sound. Is not a. We're going to help him out. Al. So a-ol, most. O-st. All right, and next one, an irregular again. So now we have that al sound, but it's saying o instead. So g-o. Okay. Next one is so, two letters, two sounds. S-o. Now we have so with three letters. S-o. But we're going to actually say it as ew. So let's do this phonetically correct. S-ew. Okay. After that, also a two-syllable word, all, which is a-ol, and then so, s-o. All right, let's review. So we have our long vowels, and we had two of them, right? Two rules. We had two vowels go walking. The first one says its name, and silent E boppers. But then we also encountered an vowel bopper that doesn't have a silent E, an open. Next is our digraphs and trigraphs, where two or more letters say their sound or make a completely new sound. Consonant blends, which is the blending of two or more letters to make a blended sound. And our irregulars, which are letters that don't play fair. All right, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this. If you can, please give us a thumbs up. And I'll see you on the next episode. Mahalo.